So today I'm going to talk about chanting. And I'd like to start with a precept, maybe worded differently here at Sravasti, but in our community it says, do not be mean with dharma or wealth. Share freely of self. And, of course, I've studied the meaning of that over the years. And there's some things that we think of first when we hear that precept that are more obvious. But I think as practice evolves, what becomes more important is that sharing of who you are with others. Sharing the wealth of your energy and your heart and your enthusiasm. And chanting, it can be an extraordinary way to do that. And so today I'm celebrating a profound experience of hearing all of you here at Sravasti last night chanting, I'm not sure what you were saying, which is not so important for me in chanting anyway, as the energy. And as you were chanting, tears came and there was such a profound sense of homecoming. It's almost like your bodies were resonating the whole world. I think the only time I've been touched in quite that way is with Native American chanting. It brings that same sense of union and wholeness. And I guess as it brings tears, I recognize that there's a certain medicine in that I have found hard to access in my life. I haven't unraveled the mystery of that and found a way in there. And so being with you all as you did that last night, and the whole week kept bringing that. Last night was kind of a peak. It brings me back to this curiosity and wondering, what is there that is waiting to be connected with? So I will take that mystery with me. And aspire to bring that aliveness and that wholeness to my own chanting practice at home, to our community, and to give that freely as I'm able. Thank you so much for that gift.
Will you say more about your chanting practice back at Dharmarain Monastery?
Sure. At Dharmarain, I would say, from my point of view, we have 3 basic chanting practices, maybe similar to here. One where we're basically reciting a sutra, just speaking in English. Another where we're very quickly chanting Japanese seed syllables. So they don't have a grammatical meaning, but they have some sort of weight. And then we have a tradition passed on from G.U. Kennett, Shasta Abbey. Our founders came from Shasta, and G.U. Kennett was raised Catholic. And she was also, I don't know if she's a music teacher, but she had a lot of music background. And so she put certain sutras to the music of Gregorian chants. And so we have a couple of those that are very musical and beautiful. And we often sing them at night, at the very end of the night when we're on retreat or after practicing. And they have there's some very sweet sutras in there about resting sweetly, and it's kind of like a good night lullaby almost. It also as we kind of talked about this morning, tests our tolerance for those who are tone deaf. And so it's a good practice with that. It doesn't stand out with the other kinds of chanting, but with that one, you're like, oh, that person's really singing loudly off tune, but their heart is in it. And so we are appreciating their participation. We had a resident who came who was a graduate of Juilliard School of Music. He did his darndest to whip us into shape. He had all kinds of musical tricks. And so for a while we peaked in our musical ability, and then he left. And now we were back to doing the best we can do. Whew, what did I do with that? Well, the only ones I can remember are the short ones. I see that you all have your chants memorized, which I find very impressive. I'm not one of those people who can remember lyrics very well. One short one that we do. Will you join me as I start? And you. Om Kembaya 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 Om Kembaya 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 Om Kembaya 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 Om Kembaya 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 Om Kembaya 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 Om Kembaya Kembaya Kembaya. I didn't have a bell to. Sorry. So we have some of those simple ones. Yeah. Yeah? Thank you.